Okay, one problem you have if you want to use a gimbal on a quad is the fact that you need power to it to run the actual gimbal. Now, I've done this various ways. I've run a separate battery on the quad, which means extra weight, but it runs the gimbal and doesn't draw any power off your main power supply. The other thing I've done is I've cut into here, or I've put a splitter on here, powered here, and also powered the quad as well. And I'm going to use a different method this time. And this time I'm going to use the balance plug. And I'm just going to take the plus and the minus, basically the red and the black, and I've made up a lead. Basically it's off an old charger that I had from a quad that was smashed up, and I've just cut it off, used the two, the plus and the minus again, and so it just plugs into there, and then I've just soldered it with a JST connector on the other end, and then I can just simply plug it in here. And the interesting thing about the balance port is it produces exactly the same power as your main one does. So it will give you, oops, let me just balance that up a bit more. There we go. And as you can see, it's all working fine now. It produces exactly the same power, but you do have to be careful you don't draw too much power from it, which this won't, because obviously the cables are thin and you've got decent wire in the big cables. But that's the way I'm going to power it, and I'm going to see how it goes. The interesting thing is, after I've made this lead up, I then had a look on the web, as you do after you've done these things, and I found that you can actually buy them. So I'll put a link down in the description, and they're really cheap. So had I known that, I probably would have bought one. Okay, so this is the way I'm holding my one on. As you can see, elastic band's holding the camera onto the gimbal itself. This poor camera, I don't know, the lens, the studio camera will pick it up, but oh, the damage and everything on this is horrific. It's been through everything. And the gimbal's been more or less through the same as well. All works really well though, and as you notice, as soon as I come to touch it down, it's going to touch the ground first, so we need to either change these for the DJI Phantom extended legs, they could go on straight away, or alternatively you can put something that will extend the legs just a little bit. You just need to make sure that the camera is going to be clear, and as you notice, the camera's sitting balanced without any help or anything. So when we go power on, which I'll do now, the motors aren't straining or anything. So there we go, and it's not there we go, you just get a little bit of a buzz at the beginning, then it goes silent because it's just sort of stabilising, I think. And then as you can see, working really well. Now the way I've attached everything is just with basically rubber bands. I've got some of these sort of elastic things, just wrap it round. I did put a bit of tape in this packing stuff underneath. That was purely just to stop the plastic of the gimbal scratching the actual body of the quad. There's no real need for that. It's not taking out any more vibration because the gimbal will be doing all its work.
I'm trying to hand launch here because all I need to do is just put some rubber feet on the bottom there, but I'm really lazy. Let's just see how we get on. That works really nicely. And you can see the gimbal's working, certainly handling it okay. I do like that the altitude hold on this is really good. I like it. A lot better than a lot of them I've found. Right, wind's quite strong. Yeah, you can see the wind hopefully over there with those trees, the way they're moving around so much. That's the wind taking that there. I'm putting no control on there at all. It's actually coping really well. Oh, an impressive little tour. Oh, the wind is really giving it problems. I like the descent on this one, it's good. For an altitude hold, it certainly does well. Nice, it's really silky smooth. Loving it. A little bit fast for video, I would say that, but very nice. Whoa, that was close. The wind just caught it. Look at it just blowing it sideways. That gimbal's coping so well. Really nice. I'm impressed with this. Those motors and that board is going to be a bit warm in it, isn't it? Ah, there we go. There's flashing LEDs now. I actually got to bring that in quite quick this time. Normally I don't worry about it too much. Perfect. That was great. Well done, Syma.